I don't want to drink your blood every time I stub my toe. I've seen people get all kind of messed up off of too much vampire blood. Jessica, don't just go running off like that.
I'm going to the drugstore. If you won't take my blood, you need to at least take some Advil.
I don't want any Advil.
I'm going.
Jessica's growing up. She was a nice Christian girl who was, you know, suppressed by her parents. Hoyt was her opportunity for a true love relationship.
Watching them get together was beautiful and fantastic, but Jessica's a 17-year-old girl, and she's already in a committed relationship.
She's fighting primal urges. She doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to betray her relationship with Hoyt. She just has to. When I bring her into the club, my desire was to have her hunt. I shot her in backlight and turned the camera at 100 frames per second so that I could slow down her reality. She transforms to a more provocative and aggressive vampire.
We got to come up with an entirely new backstory for Bill. And what we decided was Bill was a true believer going way back to the 80s and living in the London punk underground scene.
You have one with me, Callum? Don't see why not.
Bill doesn't kill people just because he wants to feed on them.
Now, none of this happened tonight, you understand?
Yes.
Nan finds him there and tells him about a future in which True Blood would exist, in which maybe vampires could learn to live among the humans, which of course is what the whole series was about. But when you get to reimagine it from before, you know, we said that Louis Pasteur was working on a synthetic blood, and then of course it pays off, you know, in the series down the road.
Mainstream it? It's a dream.
Not necessarily.
So often our vampire Bill has to sort of, you know, hold the middle of this show together. So it was really fun to see him get to sort of be carefree and still be true to the Bill that we've come to know.
Thank you for coming.
Of course.
I understand you bought Suki's house. Any chance I can convince you to sell it back to her?
No.
It's the first time we've really gotten a chance to see what Bill being Eric's boss would look like. Just watching Eric have to take orders from Bill is torture for him.
They're necromancers, Eric. He brought a bird back from the dead. Now, will you deal with this yourself, or is it still beneath you?
I'll go tonight.
There's a witch. It's come to King Bill's attention, and he figures it stands to reason she's going to have aims at the vampires.
I'm gonna raise a human body.
And Eric gets it. He takes it very, very seriously.
Excuse me. Y'all looking for a dead body?
Eric had to come in with real purpose, and then find out that it was in over his head.
Asque sine omni danno mentam anime quan corporus.
When the spirit enters the room, I use wind machines and lighting to change the atmosphere, to give it a presence. And then the motion of the camera was used to try and place the spirit in the room. And at one point, it actually inhabits Eric. It was a very difficult and complex scene.
Well, it's an interesting season because we've shown our vampires as all-powerful, you know, for 3 years. Now we have a direct threat, and we're showing the weaknesses in our heroes.
Eric!
Who are you?
It's me, Suki.
Why do you smell so good?